Okay. Oh, it's a little dark. Howdy. What's up, everybody? This is my garage. This is a really good short that I shot in here. Short, like real short, TikTok short, not like a short film that I shot in here. Go watch that if you want like a little bit more proper content. It's a mess as always. This is my like not really studio. It's like a hybrid thing, whatever. We bought a house last year. That's part of why I ended up not vlogging after April. Chaos, been busy. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about being a director today and just kind of like my kind of thoughts, like where I think we're headed as an industry, because I think it is kind of, it's something I think about constantly as a director who isn't big enough to be like making demands really. You know, I get asked to shoot projects and DP things and direct things, and a lot of the times I'm wearing a lot of hats, so it's not like I am a big commercial director that's coming in making, you know, $5,000 a day and then all I'm doing is directing. I'm usually doing a lot of things for a lot less than that. So that's kind of something that occupies my head often, and like a decent chunk of my brain space is like, what does this profession look like? Can you even see my face? Should I do this? I feel like a nerd putting my hat up like that, but I don't know. I could probably color this to be brighter, right? Also, I'm sitting on a Pelican. It's terribly, terribly uncomfortable, if I'm being so for real with you. And I do this all the time. I don't know why. I should just get a chair. Maybe even an Apple box. That would be more comfortable than this. You need the little handle, whatever. Anyways, this topic of like, what does it mean to be successful in the film industry, to be a successful director? What does that like trajectory or pipeline, like that occupies a shocking amount of my headspace daily, every single day. I do think about this. And this isn't really like a how to become a director in 2025. I don't think I have that kind of like clout to tell you how to do this. I am a freelancer. I am full-time. I do this full-time. Not YouTube, that would be sick. But I make music videos for labels. I live in Nashville. I make TikToks, a lot of TikToks for labels. Some brand stuff, corporate documentaries, commercial stuff. That's my job, is like being a working filmmaker. And I love it. But there's like a goal for me, which is making movies. And I think getting there is something that a lot of us think about. And so before I ramble more about the preamble, I think it's changed. And now there's not like a set pipeline. There used to be a very strict, like, you do this, and then you do this, and then hopefully it works out, and then you're a big time director now, and you get to direct a franchise thing. And like in the 90s, it was like you make a short and it's really good, and you put it in a film festival, and maybe it does well, and then you have a script, or someone comes and says, what do you want to do next? And then you make a feature, and that does well, also at all the same festivals, and then you're a big time director. And that hasn't happened for a long time, I don't think. Like, I don't think that model has been consistent for the last 15 years. But then in the 2010s, you had like, I'm gonna make one short and put it on Vimeo and pop off. And I don't think, and then you'd get like a Marvel movie. And that's definitely not happening anymore either. So like, now we're in this new weird space of like, what is it? Do I need to make TikToks and then I'm gonna get to make a movie? Like, I don't think that's the thing. I could be wrong. I'm sure someone is gonna do that, and some studio somewhere is gonna like let a guy make, or a girl make movies because they made great TikToks, and good on them. I don't think that's my route, because I'm not great about like caring about short form content. I know I should. But I was talking to a friend today, and I think there's something cool about like, as I get older, I think about this more in terms of like generalized marketing. And it's like, I'm gonna make the things that I really wanna make, and those are the short films and like the feature films and like the passion projects. But before those, there's also gotta be like, to be an annoying marketing guy, like a top of funnel. Like, you have to just like get generalized attention first, and then like work people down to like, no, this is actually like the thing that I'm selling, which is like short films. That's always been the case, I think. It just, the how do we get there changes. And so I think today, in 2025, 2026, like, I don't know exactly how long this will be the case, but I think the new route is get the masses and then make whatever you want. And like, not even necessarily create your own brand, but kind of. Like, I think there's something around first building an audience and getting that audience to care about the stuff that you love. That's a tricky thing, because there is like this battle of like, well, this will get views and this is what I want to make, and how do I do that successfully? And I think we're seeing some really great people do that well. But I think there's just like, that's something that I think about constantly, is like, should I be view chasing or should I be making short films and movies? And I think it's both is like really the answer. And so it's like, I need to be making videos like this where like I just am talking and getting to know the audience, my audience, you, hopefully. But that can't be all it is. I can't only be making that, because that's not actually interesting to me. I mean, it is. That sounds terrible. The goal isn't to just have a lot of eyeballs. The goal is to have those eyeballs, then watch the thing I care about, the thing that I spent years working on to make and craft and mold and be perfect. So being precious about the top of funnel, the cast the net wide, get as many people in, isn't as important as like this thing. This thing can be perfect and you can spend all your time on it. This thing just needs to get them to this thing. And so I think personally, the new way to be the next big director is to do that, to get people interested in what it is that you like. Full stop. I mean, that's always been it, but it used to be like you had to convince the gatekeepers, like the people with power, the people with money, the people with whatever. And now I think it's getting the masses' attention and then doing it yourself even. Like, I don't know. I think there's going to be way more movies being made in the next couple years for way cheaper than ever before. Like movies made for like $100,000 that are bangers and crews of like 4 people. And they're going to be great movies. And I think we're going to see that of like creators becoming filmmakers because they already have the audience. They already have people there that are going to watch it because they love them as a person, as an individual, as a creative, and not because, oh, it's an interesting movie, or, oh, that studio puts out cool movies. Like, I think we're going to see that more and more, and we're starting to already with, like, A24 putting out movies made by former YouTubers. Like, that's what, I forget the name of it right now, but I think that's the new route, is, like, making both. Both are important, both are necessary, and I think that's the way to get discovered by the people in charge, the people that are important. And I think we're going to see an interesting mix of some people do that and then go the studio route. And then some people do that and go the indie route. And they just make things for themselves and self-release it, go through Film Hub, go through YouTube, and they're going to do fine. And they're going to make their own thing. And then we're also going to see people blow up on TikTok and YouTube, get their attention, get everybody's attention, and then go make a Marvel movie or an action movie for a big studio. And both are correct, both are cool. Neither one is better than the other. They're just different. But I think the common denominator is like, do you have an audience that's going to go see your movies? Which is exciting because, like, look at any of the greatest directors working right now. They have fanboys. Christopher Nolan, Tarantino, Greta Gerwig. People will go see them regardless of who's in them because of the director. And that's important. I don't know what else to say. I am curious what you guys think about that, because, like, it's something that goes over in my head all the time. And, like, that's partially why I started the daily vlog 2 years ago almost, was like, oh, I need to build an audience so that when I put out this movie that I make by myself, there's people there to watch it that care about it. And now that whole concept has shifted a lot, but, like, the goal is still that. The goal is still, like, I want to be connecting with human beings on the other side of the internet that care about movies, that care about creating and making something new and doing something themselves. Because I also firmly believe in the independence of, like, making your own thing and going for it. Because I truly, I think way too many great filmmakers and great artists don't make the thing they should because they're waiting for someone else to give them permission or give them money. And, like, it's not gonna happen, so go do it. And then you might get that opportunity later. That's kind of my motto right now, because I'm making cool things for other people and they're still not satisfying the hunger for me. And that's okay. Full stop. Okay, go make things. It's never too late to start making things. And I think that was a pep talk for me. We're going to make a movie. Bye.